35, good for a gain of 5. From the gun on third down, Stanley. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Got some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, here's Henry. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the... And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So that's 3 field goals for him now. But, heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be out right at the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. These two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Mahomes now on 1st down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Rob Gronkowski with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanley hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stanley. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down at 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Mahomes to throw once more. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Rolling to his right. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Mahomes going to throw. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that place.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Operating from the gun, Stanley.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
On on 1st and 10. Stanley. And that is in.